fan to know about it. I don't like people who are complete like I hate sports. It's always like what's there to hate, man? It's just this dumb thing that people do. It's not that just like it's just for fun, guys. Like I hate like some of the NFL BS that happens and some of like the politics and the money and like the NCAA BS that's happening right now. Like universities are having a hard time finding funding for their education now because the NCAA is now allowing students to get paid by sponsors, so sponsors no longer are putting money into the schools themselves. So now the schools are having to find out how to get money. Did you hear there's a Pitbull Stadium? They had to name a stadium, a university named a stadium after Pitbull. Pitbull Stadium. Here, I'm gonna look it up real fast for you, but it's pretty funny. Pitbull Stadium. Here it is. Welcome to the Pitbull Stadium. It's here he is, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull Stadium. There's Mr. Worldwide right there. There he is. He's opening his own. He's got a kind of a interesting beard going on these days. Dale. They're naming. This is the first stadium named a um, after a musician, and it is the Florida International University is doing it. They don't have a football program that's worthwhile or noticeable by anybody, so they had to somehow get some money. So Pitbull paid the university. I think it's $6 million for 5 years. It'll be named Pitbull Stadium, and he gets to rent it out rent free 10 times a year in Florida. It's in Florida. He's Floridian. And he's going to rent it out 10 times for free so he can have concerts or he can lease it himself. He can do whatever he wants. He also has his Pitbull vodka will be served at the stadium. So it's a good deal for Pitbull. But this little university, they didn't have the money that these other people have. And the sponsors, they can't get like McDonald's or one of these other jerks to sponsor them. So Pitbull comes in and he says, I'll do it. $6 million. Hey, chump change, dale for Mr. Worldwide. So he's now the sponsor. The NCAA is has made it really easy for people um, to fund athletes directly, and that was illegal before. But the unforeseen consequence now is that the universities are having to beg hat in hand for cash, so that these giant sports programs are now they're looking a little. I think you're probably going to see some threadbare stadiums here coming up because they're having to get very very creative on how to not only recruit students because they can't pay that they're not the ones controlling the money anymore, but also just to keep up their programs because those programs to run football's an expensive sport to keep going because again they're dressed like astronauts and it's weird. But I don't get why people don't like sports. It's fun. It's just people doing people stuff like running, throwing, jumping. It's fun. The politics around it suck, but like the sports themselves are fun. Who doesn't like baseball and basketball? Like I'm not a fan, but like you'd be stupid if you don't want like know a little bit about like learn. It's just part of life. I don't know. I say stay curious, my friend. Stay curious.